Hello, everyone. It's William. How are you doing today? Happy Labor Day if you're here in the US celebrating. I hope you're having a good one. It's been a kind of calm day here. We've tried to take a little bit of time, a little bit of downtime. Um, Andrew, of course, has been on downtime, issued downtime by his body, but he is starting to feel better, um, little by little, as long as he doesn't overdo it. He does get tired very quickly, um, but he is up and about and around and starting to feel better. So I'm thankful for that. And we've had kind of I've tried not to push myself too much today because there's nothing going out in the mail today. The mail's closed. There's nothing going on in the banks today. Just trying to take it a little bit easy. Marion says Labor Day in Canada too. Nice. I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. So happy Labor Day to you Canadians as well. Um, so if you're out there, please say hi. I see Marianne and Michelle are here. Norma is also here. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining us. It's just going to be a chill night. I know we're kind of chill anyway, but it's going to be very chill. I have 20 lots available tonight. I have an extra 10 lots that I didn't get priced before time. So I'll probably price those on the fly real quick for you at the end. And we'll give you like really good prices on them. They're dyed fossil beads, and I've got a whole bunch of different selection of all different colors, like these. They're kind of nice and bright, kind of saturated colors. So I have those at the end, and like I said, we'll probably just kind of give you some really good prices and just price them on the fly. But I've got 20 lots ready to go, so I at least got that much done. We were going to do this up at the cottage, and Andrew started getting tired, and it was, for me, a bathroom emergency. So we ran home because, we don't have a toilet there. So we ran home and just decided to do all this from home. So it's kind of nice just kind of being in the house and doing the live from here and just trying to stay calm today. Keep it a calm day. It's been a beautiful day here in Ligonier. It was 72 as a high. It's 67 right now. I just have the fan on in the air conditioner right now. I don't even have to have the full air conditioner on, which is so nice. I spent a little time outside with cats today, just kind of walking around the yard, and yeah, it's trying to not be a crazy day. I'm just trying to give some downtime to me and to Andrew. We were deciding whether we should do this live or not. We were going to take the day off, but we figured there might be some people out there who are not celebrating or who don't have anyone to celebrate with, or don't want to do anything crazy. So we said we'll just sit and chat with our people and make it low key, no pressure. I didn't even pressure myself to get all my lots done. Whatever. I picked some random stuff. Some of this we may have done some of it before. Some of it we may have not done before. I made most of the prices even better than ever if we've done them before. So it's just kind of like a chillax day and give you really good deals for a Labor Day sale. Speaking of a Labor Day sale, our sale in the online store does end tonight at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Karen. Thank you both for joining in and hanging out with us today. Marianne said they look like chunky cranberries. I know, they're really nice. I like them. Some people don't like the dyed stuff, but these are so saturated. Like, they're just fun. They're just fun. Anyway, we'll get to those at the end, maybe. Norma says, it's Labor Day. You should be calm and relaxed from your labors. That's what we did. I was calm. We watched some YouTube today, some crafting YouTubes. We watched some guy trying to make glass out of very primitive, like the most primitive things. He tried to build his own kiln. He actually, they made their own bricks to build their own kiln. They covered in like mud and sticks, and tried to make glass from the flux they used was from a plant that they actually picked and burned and then sifted out and got their own flux in it. So we watched that, and that was interesting. And yeah, we've just been relaxing, trying to let Andrew recuperate. He did, however, bring a toaster oven home from the cottage today. So I think he's going to plan on working on some of his powder coating stuff, is my guess, because I think he picked up some supplies for that, and he brought home an oven, and he has his powder coating blanks. So he might be working on something for all that. So that should be fun. He'll have that to do. Sandra's here. Hello, Sandra. Thank you for joining us. I see you're making some ear wires. Was the last thing I saw about on your Sweet Pea Gemstones page, making your own hammered ear wires. That's pretty cool. I like seeing that. If y'all don't know, Sandra has her own business, Sweet Pea Gemstones, and she makes beautiful things. Sometimes with our supplies, sometimes not, but they're always beautiful. And she is learning more and more and giving you more and more behind the scenes looks into her process and her business. So follow her if you don't. Anybody else out there want to talk about their business a little bit? Sandra's business just pops up for me a lot. I don't know why. I know some others out there have their own as well. And I don't know why, but hers pops up for me a lot. So if you want to plug anything, let me know. Today's a good day to do it, right? Why not? Why not? Let's share the love. Norma saw the ear wires too. Very nice, as Norma said to Sandra. Nice. Yeah, doing a great job on those. Sign-ups for Andrew's class end very soon. He's teaching a class down at Sawtooth in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So, and I'm going to be there to help as his TA. So if you are not signed up yet and you would like to take the class, Sandra's taking it with us. Hang out with more of the AG Bead fam and come on down and take the class, or come on up and take the class if you're further south, or come on over if you're further west. But yeah, come and take the class. It's going to be about various ways to add color to metal. And we're going to talk about cold ways, we're going to talk about hot ways, and then you're going to get a whole day to kind of pick what you want to focus on, and we'll help you dive a bit deeper into that. So that's at Sawtooth's website. You can go to our blog as well. At the end of our blog post, there's a little link to go and sign up. Super, super, super excited about that. But signups are ending soon. I think they end on the 13th of this month. So we've just got about 11 days or so to sign up for that. So if you have not signed up yet and you've been wanting to, don't delay any further. Make sure you get in there. There are still at least one seat available. I don't know how many seats are available, but I know there's at least one because you can still register. So please feel free to sign up if you haven't already. Sandra says, I'll be there for the class. I'm so excited. I can't even say. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And we know some people in Winston-Salem, depending on their schedules. We may be hanging out with people. Who knows what we're going to get into? So please do feel free to sign up for that. And if you have any questions on that, you can send us an email, info@allegorygallery.com. It's up here. And we can hopefully answer them for you. But you can also go to Sawtooth's website, and there's a lot of information about the class there. Yeah. What else is going on, everybody? What else is going on? That's what's been going on here. We took an easy day. For once, finally. Had some salad for dinner. No, for lunch. I don't know what we're going to have for dinner. Oh, we had chicken sandwiches, fake chicken sandwiches last night, and Andrew was able to eat that. He's back to being able to eat some normal things. So I think we're going to have that again tonight because I still have some, and that's all we've got. So I think that's going to be it. I'm sure we might have something. We might have some spaghetti or something but he shouldn't have too many carbs right now, I think. So we're going to try and try and do those. And my mom sent us over some gluten-free bread just in case that's irritating his stomach and all that. So we're gonna be eating that tonight. Marianne had steak and baked potato. That was once my favoriteest meal ever. When I ate meat, I loved steak and potatoes. Baked potato, little potatoes. I love the little potatoes, little steamed potatoes. Yeah, but I love steak. Medium rare or rare, sometimes rare. Medium rare on the rarer side. I do miss it sometimes. I do miss it. Susan is here. Hello, Susan. I know Suzanne said that she would not be here. She's going to have to watch the replay because she's not available. Michelle said, got more Ziplocs and small baggies for my beads. Good. I'm out of baggies. That's another reason I didn't get to these dyed fossil beads today, because I don't have bags for them. So they're going to have to go toward the end, and they're going to have to line up and just kind of sit with their papers until I find more bags. And that's just the way it's going to be. It's just the way it's going to be. So what else? How's your Labor Day? Did you do anything? Did you relax? Did you do some yard work? Did you do anything interesting or even not interesting? What'd y'all do today? How was life? How was your weekend? The weekend at the store was rainy. The one day it hailed. It was crazy. And it was Ethnic Fest in town, or in the city. I keep saying in town because I'm so used to the town. But it's a city now. We're in a city now. So the city was probably very busy with Ethnic Fest. I didn't get down to see it, unfortunately, because I was at the store. I do love it. They have great food. And even some vegetarian things. Halushki, halupki, pierogies. But I didn't get any. Sad times. But so the store was slow. Friday was a little bit busier. I had a number of people in Friday. But Saturday and Sunday, I don't know if I had a single customer in Friday or anybody walk through the door Saturday and Sunday. It was just very, very slow. But on a weekend like that, kind of what we expected. Friday was also a little bit hard for people to possibly come see us because a former president was in the city, and it made everything very difficult to get around. So the people who did come to see us were mostly people right from our neighborhood who stopped by, because there weren't a lot of people driving around. So that was kind of it. And I was going to stay some of the evenings to go down to Ethnic Fest, because I think it was still going on even after we closed. But with Andrew not feeling well, I rushed home most nights just to make sure he was okay and didn't need anything. So yeah, it was probably very busy for those who took part in Ethnic Fest. I think on Saturday it probably got very rained out with that storm that came through. But all in all, I hope people had a good time. I wish I would have gotten to see it, but I did not. Sandra says, I have a random question. How many pieces do you bring for a show? That's always a tough question, right? I don't know. Anyone else got some more information? Anybody who does shows more often than us have any information? Because we tend to oftentimes overpack, maybe, but it's a very hard thing to know. If you've not done a dry run of your setup, that I think is one of the most important things to do. That's something that sometimes we have not let enough time in our schedule for. And set up your table, set up whatever, risers, whatever table display, put your stuff on the table and see if it looks full. Does it look nice? Does it look like you have an abundance of things? Does it make it look inviting that people want to come in and see all the things you have? That's how I generally would judge it. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. It also depends on the show. It also depends on your price point. If your price point is $6,000 for a necklace, then maybe you just got to sell one. So you bring a few of them. If you sell any of them, you're happy with with the weekend or the day or whatever it is. But it depends. It depends. How much do you want to try to make? How much are your booth fees and other fees that you're doing? Um, so yeah, that's the best advice I can give. Anyone else have any knowledge they want to share? Nora says, I'm replaying my wedge salad, corn, mushroom, onion, pepper sub dinner because it was so good. That's nice. I like that. Susan had a frittata with tomatoes and basil plus mozzarella. That sounds delicious. We were going to make some eggy things, omelets or something, but then I realized I think we only have one egg. And while we were out today, I should have grabbed more eggs, but I did not. Sandra lazed around today, so not much. Anything this weekend? Anybody do anything this weekend instead of just today? Lennis is here. Hello, Lennis. Thanks for joining in. Susan went to the Japanese festival at the Missouri Botanical Garden. Always a great time. Yeah, you said you were going to that. I was hoping to see some pictures or something from that. Did you take any pictures? I have not been on Facebook much today, so if you shared anything, and even yesterday, I was on and off a lot. Not really on it as much. Yeah. Michelle spent time with the hubby. Nice. Marianne watched YouTube, played games, read, and had naps. What kind of games you playing? What kind of games? Video games? Crossword kind of games? Sudoku kind of games? What kind of games? Poker? What are you playing, Marianne? Norma says, I miss the ethnic food festivals of Western PA. Not much Polish or German food here in Kentucky, although I can go up to Cincinnati for those. Yeah, I like them. Johnstown has a lot of Polish, Slovak, and it's kind of the food that, in some ways, I grew up with. In a lot of ways, I grew up with. So I do love when they happen. And a lot of times there's like polka music playing and polka bands that go around, and I kind of like that a lot, actually. You get a accordion going and I will be there. That's pretty much if I possibly can. So that was I do miss being able to go see them. I have not been able to see them much because we work a lot. Susan relaxed here at home today. Other than food and laundry and social media posts, I did nothing productive. It was lovely. Nice. I'm trying to do that today. Other than this live, don't have any plans. I did live. I sent out a text message today letting people know our sale is ending tonight, and that's my day. I need a break in between. With Andrew being sick, I've been pulling a lot of extra time. Plus, when he was away, I was doing a lot of things myself, and he's not been able to help as much since he's been sick. So today, I just said it has to be. It has to be. I had a rough time getting through the weekend. It was like pulling myself. You feel like that sometimes, right? Getting up to go to the store every day, not every day, 3 days, but every day in the weekend. So after a very long week, that was just kind of the end. I'm like, today I slept in with the cats. All the cats pretty much came to visit me at some point in the morning, and slept with me for a little bit. And Andrew slept in a little bit, and we just kind of had an easy day. Sandra said, yes, I was going to stage my garage. That's the best thing. Stage and see what kind of displays you have, what kind of space you have, what looks good. I think you always want your booth to look full. Like you want it to look like there's kind of a bounty there, but you don't want it to look messy, right? You want it to look, like there's enough that it's going to entice. When you see a booth and there's like 4 things in it, and you're like, I saw them walking by. I don't need to go in there. I always think you want things that draw people in, and you want to have enough that it makes people stop and feel like they need to stop and look, right? But not just do a drive-by or a walk-by. But yeah, it's a hard decision to make. Marianne says, generally the rule is full, but not crowded in any kind of sales. Exactly. I agree. Avocado toast with feta and balsamic glaze is what Karen had. That sounds good, except I'm not a big avocado person. I know. It's a texture thing. I have not eaten it enough to try to get over that, but it is a texture thing for me. Anna says, is everyone over on YouTube? Many of our people are on YouTube. Yes, Anna. We get a lot of viewers on YouTube because the quality on YouTube is higher. Facebook only lets us stream, I think, in 720p. We stream on 1080 on YouTube because that's the highest we can stream. Our streamer doesn't stream in 4K. We do our tutorials and our pre-recorded things on YouTube in 4K, though. So people often watch there, and you can also rewind on YouTube and then come back, whereas on Facebook you can't rewind. You have to be right here, right now. So if you miss something, you can rewind on YouTube. So a lot of our people do watch on YouTube. But we also stream on my account on Facebook, in the Allegory Gallery account, sometimes in Andrew's account, and in the Design Challenges group, and you will only see comments from wherever you're watching. So if you're watching on my page, you will see comments also from people only watching on my page. It's just the way it works. So sometimes it feels lonely out there, I know, but I can see your comments, and we read all the comments pretty much, so we all can come together. Hello, Anne. Thanks for joining us out here. Good to see you. Let's see here. Marianne is playing Solitaire, Dice Dreams, Monopoly Go, and Sudoku. Nice. I used to play Solitaire a lot, both physically with cards. My grandmother taught me how to play that on my mom's side, and I got addicted to playing it. For a long time when I was a teenager, I played Solitaire a lot, and then got it on the computer, played it a lot. Teresa watched the U.S. Open tennis matches. Nice. Didn't know that was going on. See, I'm out of the loop. Anna says, good to know. Yeah, we read the comments. That's why we read the comments, because you can't see. And I think that's why a lot of people watch on YouTube, because we only broadcast in one place on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you can see everybody's YouTube comments. Just the way it is. Karen says, I get it. Banana texture for me is really iffy. Gag thinking about it. Yeah, that's the thing with an avocado for me. It's the same with Jell-O. It's taken me a long time to be able to eat Jell-O. I used to even in college, I would bypass the Jell-O shots because they were too disgusting. I did get over that, though. College helped me get over that a little bit. But yeah, avocados, they seem like a pear. You know, they're like, I don't know, they're like a fruit of some sort. They look like to me, and they seem like when you cut them, they should be harder. Like you slice them, they slice nice, right? They look like you sliced a pear or sliced an apple, and then you bite them and they're soft. And it's really not great. I don't actually even really know probably enough of like what they taste like. I've never eaten one by itself because the texture issue is so weird. But I generally don't have a problem with what do you call it? When you smash it all up, add tomatoes and just blanked. Salsa's in my head and it's not salsa, but I generally don't have a problem with that. I can usually eat that okay because it looks like it should be soft. It looks like how it is. So yeah. Marion says, I don't really like mushy foods. Yeah, I like bananas. I do like bananas, but avocados, just don't know. Anna jumped over to YouTube. Okay. Says, you sold me. Hey, you know, YouTube's a good place to watch. Facebook's a good place to watch too. We like them all. But YouTube does have higher quality streaming, and so it means a better picture for you when you're looking at the beads when we're selling them. You don't worry about my face. Who cares what my face looks like? But you want to see a good picture of the beads. And you can rewind if you miss something. Rochelle says, can't eat soggy foods. I get it. Angela said, just bought a front door, labor costs. Front door, new front door? That's kind of exciting, though. That's kind of exciting. Mary says, welcome to the best place, Anna, from YouTube over there. Sanderson, my sister's committed to helping, and I ordered my Square device, so it should be here soon. So much to do and organize. Yes, shows can be difficult and hard. At one point we got our show set up to a pretty small thing, and we had it ready to go. And once you get it and you're ready to go with it, other than the products you're going to bring, it's much easier. But the first time around sometimes, or just getting that stuff sorted out and what you need to do and all that, it can be difficult. It can be difficult, but it can also be very fun. Shows can be very fun. Norma says, I used to hate mushroom texture, but I love them now. I could see that. Guacamole, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I totally lost it. Karen, Anna, Marianne helping me out there. Thank you. Susan says, I dislike when bananas are used as a smoothie base. I can still taste the banana even when other things are added in. I kind of like banana as a smoothie base. I kind of like it because I love bananas. But I also eat my bananas when they're mostly green or just on the verge of turning yellow. I like it when they're kind of more bitter and sour. A banana's more sour than sweet whenever it's green. And that's when I eat my bananas. Once they start getting a little bit of brown speckle on that skin. That's not for me. That's not for me. Lena says, I don't like things looking at me. No eyes or legs on the plate. Never happens here unless it's a potato eye, and we try and get those out before we cook them. But yes, I can understand that. Except I used to love chicken legs, so I don't know. Teresa does not like the taste or texture of bananas. It's amazing to me. There's a lot of people out there, y'all, that don't like bananas. Who knew? They're like one of my favorite things. I love bananas. Sandra says, so nervous. This is my first show, and it's a big one. It's okay. Breathe. Get your setup ready. Do the best you can. You never know with the first show. No matter how many times you've been doing shows or how many shows you've done, the first show is always, you never have a clue. Marion says, slightly greenish bananas are okay. That's the way I eat them. Michelle says, you will do great and have fun, Sandra. Yes. It's like an order, right? You will do great and you will have fun. Susan says, you will do wonderful, Sandra. Michelle says, I can only eat bananas when my sugar is low. I miss eating them. I would too. Marianne says, so lobster and crab in the shell are out, Lennis. I have to say I used to love lobster, but even before I became a vegetarian, I kind of hated eating it, and I only ate it once in a very great while, or if it was like something like a sit-down dinner where it was being served and I had not much of a choice, because I don't like how they're cooked. It's not my thing. I tried to eat soft shell crabs once. That's not my thing either. Not at all. But I do love the taste of that kind of seafood. It's good. Susie's here. Hello, Susie. I eat everything and will try anything, even like that as a little girl. I was pretty, willing to try stuff. My family never had that, not very often did we have that, like, fear of trying stuff, or like kids don't eat that. Like whatever we as kids wanted to try, we pretty much were allowed to try. Not alcohol and that kind of stuff, but food-wise, my mom for a long time, and I don't know if she still does or not, did not like shrimp. And so she had that was the one thing that she's like, I'll never have shrimp. And so growing up, I never tried shrimp. And I just assumed I wouldn't like it because she didn't like it. And then I tried it and I loved it. So it's good to get out there and try stuff. Linda says, it does take time to find the right shows for you. Each local show has a different culture. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So the seafood and meat don't mix for health reasons. Yeah, it's kind of, certain seafoods high in cholesterol and all that stuff. Um, can also be, a lot of people have allergies to it. I was lucky I never did, but no, I don't eat it anyway. So there you go. Lennis says, Marianne, yep, no shells, no legs on shrimp, no heads on fish. Nope. I get that. It's always weird to get a fish and it has everything, the skin on it, the scales on it, the the head still on it, the tail still on it. I've had that a few times in some fancy places. Um, and it's just weird. It's just weird. Like, and I know some people pop the eyes and eat those and all that. That's not me. That's not me. I go just for the meat. Sometimes I do like fish skin though. I used to like that. Um, like when it's salmon's done skin on. Oftentimes I would eat the skin because it just gave an extra fishy boost, right? Sanders said the show runs 4 days, over 50,000 people, but I'm only doing the main day on Saturday. That's fun. You'll be good. It's going to be fun. Just look at it as a fun experience. You're getting your name out there. That's the most important thing. Take business cards. Take a ton of business cards. I know a lot of people say, people don't do business cards as much anymore, and you can put up a QR code. And I do suggest having a QR code and, all that stuff on your table that takes you to the website and sign up and all that. But I will tell you, we have a gigantic QR code on our banner with our name. We have QR codes on the table that people can, take pictures of or whatever and go to our website. And you know what we do the most of? Handing out business cards. So make sure you have your business cards, have it ready to have something to hand out. If you have time, maybe make up a brochure if you haven't already. We print our own little brochures for shows, but it's cheap to get them printed. Design a brochure about what your company is all about. People love taking those. When we have business cards or brochures on the table, oftentimes they'll grab a brochure. So we do just a little threefold thing, and it talks about who we are and our different, groups on Facebook and our online shop and our Star Cottage studio and all that, and just tell what you're about in it. Even if it's just a one pager that's, like that, those might be useful too. Something, food for thought. Don't want to add more to your plate, but I know people like the brochures, and if you get one printed, ours are cheap looking because they're printed on our laser printer, but they do give a lot of information, and we usually put a coupon in the brochure. We'll print a special coupon on that brochure for that show, so that they can go to the website and order later, and with a little discount. Teresa says, I can't look at faces on the seafood or fish. It freaks me out. I get it. Susan says, I could eat shrimp as a kid. It was a staple during Lent, but as an adult, I developed allergies, and now I'm vegetarian, so definitely a no-no. Yeah, we're not the vegetarians either that eat seafood. So, but thankfully, I've never had an allergy to it. I don't know if I would now. Who knows? Because I don't eat it anymore. Marion says, considering my family went fishing, scales and head are normal to me. Yeah, my family didn't fish very much. My uncle, he fishes still, trout fishing usually. Not big fish, but trout fishing. But still, they fillet everything and fry it up. And the heads usually go to the dogs. The dogs eat the fish heads sometimes. But yeah. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. We're going to do a little bit of a selling show. Like I said, I put really good prices on these. Some of them, like I said, I've probably shown you before. And if I did, I put even better prices on them than before, just to try and, run them through one more time. And if you want them, grab them. And I only got 20 lots done. So if we decide we want to do more after that, I've got 10 more. And I'll just price them on the fly. Why not? Give you good prices on those for anybody who wants to grab them. And yeah, that's it. Let's get started with the show. Teresa says, I don't eat seafood or fish either, being a vegetarian. Yeah. Some vegetarians do. Pescatarians, right? They eat the seafood and fish, but they don't eat any other meats. The reason I'm a vegetarian is because I don't want to kill anything that was alive. So for me, it's an automatic out because of that. All right, everybody. All right, let's get started here. Hello, Nancy. Thanks for joining us today. We're getting started here. This is, if you'd like to claim anything, we take claims by email only, everybody. So you can only claim via email. I'll put this banner along the bottom. To claim anything, you take the lot number, which is XJ1. These are XJ lots. It's like a Jaguar in my head, right? XJ1. And you put that in the subject line of an email. Address that email to info@allegorygallery.com. All this is also scrolling down here. And hit send. That's all you've got to do. Put the subject, make the subject line the lot number. Oops, going through all my emails. I don't need to go through all my emails. And yeah, put the subject line in the email. Put the lot number in the subject line of the email. Send the email to info@allegorygallery.com. Please send a new email each time. Do not reply to an old email to send a new one, because that will group your emails together in our inbox, and they'll all float to the very last one you've sent, and all the ones before that will get missed in timestamp order. So just send a new email every time. All right? All right. Ready, everybody? This is XJ1. These were $16, bringing them down to $12 a strand for y'all only. These are electroplated lava. These are electroplated in this beautiful gold color. Let me turn on my other light because I feel like it's dark in here. There we go. I don't know if that's any better, but electroplated lava. These are little drops. And let me get my calipers to let you know. These are 12.5 by about 15.5, 15.7. And these strands, I believe, are 16-inch strands. These are, let me see. Let's do it this way. 12. These are 15-inch strands, everybody. 15-inch strands of the lava electroplated drops. They were $16 a strand. I've got 4 strands. That's what this number down here means. So that means we have up to 4 of these at $12 each. These prices are only good for 24 hours, everybody. I reduced some of these a lot, and we're not keeping those prices. So 24 hours only. These will be $12 a strand. If you're watching the replay and it's after 24 hours, the price goes up to the regular price. Sorry, but that's the way we've got to do it. Can't keep those super good prices forever, right? This is like a sale, like the sale we're having in the online store right now. It's a special day sale. Those would make nice holiday earrings. Yes, they would, Lennis. Put some red and some green with them and make some little beautiful Christmas earrings. Put some, I think they'd be nice with some blue. Aren't they pretty? They're really pretty. XJ2. XJ2 check glass. Vintage check glass. These are these faceted heishi. Faceted heishi with this metallic silver, kind of like a mercury glass finish. And this is an 8-inch strand. Was $8, now $6 each. We've got 2 of them available. XJ2. XJ2. Oh, I also need to go into our junk mail and see if anybody's gone in there by mistake. Nope, they have not. Let me get rid of all my junk mail. I got rid of my junk mail the other day. Went through it all. Got to 0 in the junk mail, which was so nice. All right, next up, these beautiful pearls were $26 a strand. Bringing them down to 24. I can't do much better on that. We already gave you a really good deal at 26. So bringing them down to 24. These are vintage freshwater pearls that are faceted. Nowadays, they sometimes faceted junky pearls to try to make them look nicer. Back in the day, the vintage strands, they often faceted very nice pearls. And you can tell the difference. These still have a lot of nacre on them. They still have a beautiful color to them. They've got the rainbows in there. They haven't cut down through all of that. It's a thick enough coating that even once they facet them, you still have that beautiful, beautiful color and nacre coating. And this is a 16-inch strand of faceted freshwater vintage pearls, 6.7 millimeter. What they're clocking in at. So about 6.5, 7. They all vary a little bit. You know how that is. Pearls naturally vary. So, but around 6.7 millimeters. And 2 strands of these available. XJ3. Both strands of XJ2 have just sold. Thank you so much. I will try and keep you up to date on what sells as it sells. Now this, I went crazy. I told you, we're doing Labor Day special sale. I went crazy with pricing on some of these. Last time we offered these, they were $32, and I'm bringing them down to $24 for y'all. 24 hours only. The sale, these prices, good for 24 hours only. These are turquoise chips, but this is so this is going 4 times to about 9. So what's that, 36? 36-inch strand? 36-inch strand of vintage turquoise chips, only $24. I've got 2 strands. I will let them both go at $24 if somebody wants these. This is an amazing deal. 36 inches, turquoise vintage chips. We had them at $32, bringing that down to $24. Used to be less than $1 an inch. Now it's really less than $1 an inch. We've sold one of the XJ3s. Thank you so much. We still have one of those strands of pearls available if you're interested. XJ4, 36-inch strand of turquoise chips. These are, let me give you an idea. These are about 7.5, 6 millimeter, somewhere in there, 6 to 7 to 8 millimeter. Dale's just tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in, Dale. Glad to see you here too. It's a nice day. It's a beautiful day. We just sold the other XJ3. Thank you so much. There are no more of those faceted pearls available for XJ3, and XJ2 have both sold out. We do still have 4 of the XJ1s. And we still have 2 of the XJ4s. These beautiful, beautiful vintage turquoise chips. Nancy asked how Andrew is feeling. He is doing better. We talked a little bit about it at the beginning, but he is doing better. Thank you for asking. And he has been up and around. We even went to the cottage for a little bit today, but he got tired very quickly. And he's getting tired very quickly. But he brought home a toaster oven and brought home some powder coating stuff. So he is going to, I think, work from home on some powder coating stuff. Our numbers just dropped drastically. I don't know why, what's happening in the world. Both of the XJ3s, both of the XJ4s have now just sold. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. So those have sold out. The only thing we have left right now are the XJ1s. That's the electroplated lava. The electroplated lava. All right, next up. These are beautiful smoky quartz, hand-carved smoky quartz little flower oval beads. We had these priced at $22 before. Bringing them down to $16 if anybody wants this one strand. You know, hand faceting, usually those strands are even a lot more than $22. And this is a legitimate 16-inch vintage strand of smoky quartz. And it's a beautiful smoky quartz. Look at the transparency in there. At least translucency. Right? Carving sometimes takes out the transparency. But look at how beautiful those are. These are 15 millimeters by 20. 15 by 20 millimeters. XJ5. Look at that honey glow in some of those too. Hand-carved flower on smoky quartz. Angela's back. Thank you for coming back, Angela. And XJ5 has just sold out. Thank you so much. So the only thing left remaining are 4 times XJ1s. Everything else is sold out so far. Thank you. We appreciate that. All right, XJ6. Another great discount on this. This is almost going back to the 90s price on these, pretty much. This is a strand of turquoise, but it's more of the brown Hubei turquoise. There's a lot of brown turquoise matrix kind of in this, but it's the green and brown. I think they're really super pretty. I love turquoise like this. We had it at $28, bringing it down to $22 for the strand. That's a crazy good price for turquoise this big and chunky. 16-inch strand, vintage 16-inch strand, and my light keeps falling over. What are you doing? What's happening here? They do graduate in size. So the smallest one on this end is about 16.5 millimeters, up to the biggest one on this end, which is about 24 millimeters. Susan says, since it's a holiday, I'm enjoying some non-dairy Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Nice. I like that. XJ6 has sold out. Thank you so much. It's gone now. Thank you, thank you. Tried to pick some good stuff for y'all today and give you, like I said, these good prices are only available for 24 hours. Look at this price. I went crazy here. We've got 2 strands of... Let me move my light. I always knock this light over. Your light doesn't want to work. I know. It thinks it gets a vacation too. 16-inch strand of aquamarine chips. We've got 2 of these strands available. And these are kind of like chips, but they're drilled at the top. They're almost like drops in chip form. I don't know what you want to call that. But they're really beautiful. They're a good quality. $26 is what they were. Dropping them down to $20. $20 2 strands available, XJ7. Look how pretty they are. Susan said, I also had some wonderful soft serve green tea ice cream at the Japanese festival. Ooh, I bet that's good. I bet that was good. XJ7. And let me see here. Get the other one out for you here real quick. This is the other strand, just so you can see it. Beautiful. Lovely color. One strand I'm noticing is a little bit more green and one's a little bit more blue. So you get, I kind of like the green one, but you know, a lot of people really love that blue aquamarine. And either way, this is really good quality. You can pick which one you want if you want when you send an email for these, if you send an email for these. But yeah, you can see the difference. You can definitely see the difference. 20 bucks a strand. Nancy said those are great and a steal. Yes, they are. Both of them have sold out. Thank you so much. They've just sold out. Y'all know. Y'all know. Okay. XJ8. Went from $18 down to $14 a strand. We've got 4 of these strands available. If you're looking for a beautiful bright orange, here it is. This is dyed coral, orange dyed coral, and this is vintage coral. We do not take coral out of the oceans nowadays. That's not what we do at Allegory Gallery. So we get all the vintage coral in that we can. These are vintage dyed coral lantern beads. Look at those lanterns. Look at the beautiful coral, those stripy, I love that stripiness in coral and those patterns it creates. And then these are carved into that lantern shape, which is just really beautiful. The lanterns have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, hexagonal lanterns. But look how beautiful. And at $14 a strand, and these are 16-inch strands. Sanders said, traffic is up again, must have been a fluke. Yeah, now we're back up to 20-some people, so thank you. Sometimes, you know, you never know. These lanterns are about 9 millimeters. 9 millimeters. And we've sold 1 of these strands so far. We've sold 1 of these so far. We have 3 of these available at $14 each. Look how brilliantly orange those are. And honestly, me, I would like, look how beautiful these would be together. Like, use a drop, put a lantern at the top or bottom of your drop, depending on how you use that drop. Wouldn't that be really nice? Like, I kind of like that combination because you got the warmth. Some of this is like the light orange, pulling out that gold color. So if you got, no one has gotten any of these. These are XJ1s. They were $12 a strand only. And look at that together. I think that would be pretty fun. Make some really fun neck or earrings with those. Anyway, that's me. Maybe you don't like that combination. We have sold 3 of the XJ8s so far, so there is only 1 left. Thank you so much. Only 1 of these left. Get it while it's good at $14. Actually, we've just sold them all. Thank you so much. Someone went to the spam. I moved them out, and that is sold. Thank you so much. $14. That's a steal and a half. Again, those are pretty much the 90s prices from these vintage strains. Sanders said, I can see that with turquoise. Yes, I could see that with turquoise too. I don't have turquoise. I do actually probably have some turquoise here somewhere, but yeah, I do. Let me show you. I know they're already sold. Sorry, everybody, teasing y'all if you didn't get any of those. If you were late on the draw on that one. But, and I just had those turquoise chips too. What am I saying? I don't have turquoise. Look at that. So look at that. Somebody got this turquoise strand. Look at those together. Ooh la la, right? That looks spectacular. And then 2 people got those turquoise chips. Those are a little bit more blue. Look at those together. Yes, yes, yes. So if you got those, congrats, because you got some good mix and matching stuff right there. Okay, let me get my life in order over here again. Put these away. Charlie tuned in over on Instagram. Thank you so much. We've also had Jen Burkbaugh over there, Sally Russick, and JB again. I don't know if y'all are hanging out still or not. Sorry, I hid my Instagram page. Sorry about that. Oops, where's 9? What did I do with 9? Where'd you go, 9? Did I miss doing 9? Did I do 9? That was 8. I must have missed writing out 9 when I was writing them. So we're going to jump to 10. Hey, oh no, there's 9. I found it. I had already started pulling it out. Oh boy. Marion says, I would go for the Hue Bay with coral lanterns. I think that would be very, very pretty. Charlie can't stay long, just stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, Charlie. Good to see you. This is a shorty strand, 11-inch strand of these hand-carved, I think these are shell. I don't know if they're mother of pearl. I'm going to call them shell. Because that's the safer one. I don't want to sell you anything that isn't what it is. But this short strand was $18, hand carved, and we're going to do it at $14. And these are 13 millimeters by. Let's go and grab this. Come on, turn it that way. It'd be easier. 13 by 20, and they're super thin. I mean, fairly thin for a bead. 3.4, 3.8. They get a little rounder in the middle. About 4 millimeters, around 4 millimeters thick. And I think these would be lovely. You could pair these with, if you got those coral lanterns, I think that would make a really awesome pair of earrings. Hang these and then hang a lantern off of them, or put a lantern on top and bottom. I think that would be really cool. You'd have the thicker little lanterns with these that could spin in your ears. XJ9, $14 for that little shorty strand of the hand-carved shell. All right, now 10. No, now I lost 10. Here's 10. Oh boy, it's one of those days. I brought this price way down, and I should have put the price up first because we offered these before too low. Still nobody bought it though, so who knows? This is the Apatite. Apatite. $30 for this strand of beautiful Apatite. It was $36. Bringing it down to $30. Look at that gorgeousness. Look at that stunningly beautiful Apatite. And this strand is a vintage 16-inch strand. It is about 14 and a half, 14.8, I guess, almost 15 by 19.6. And this strand has sold. Thank you so much. I had a feeling that would sell. $30. Whew, someone got exceptional deal. Exceptional deal. I'm not even going to break that down by piece because I think it would hurt me a little bit. Sandra says, I have a strand of the apatite and it's gorgeous. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And next up, big, chunky, beautiful labradorite. Let's see if I can find the flash. I can't always find the flash in this light. Sometimes it's too much. There's some inner glow in there. These aren't the most flashy. They have flash in various pieces of them, and I'm not catching some of it. Because these lights are so direct, you either catch it or you don't sometimes. But these are beautiful chunky pieces of labradorite. It's kind of that green labradorite that you don't see as much of anymore. A lot of times you see the kind of blue-gray. This used to be more popular in the green. These are vintage strands. And this vintage strand is about a 15-inch strand. So you can see some of the flash sometimes. It just depends how I hold it, how it hits the light. But anyway, this is a $44 strand. Big chunky pieces. Let me just measure one of them for you. These are big. 24 by about 30. 24 by about 30. And some are bigger, some are smaller. That's probably kind of mid-sized piece. And bringing that down to $36. One strand available, XJ11. XJ11. I think those would make great pendants. You get like a whole strand of pendants. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 pendants for $36. And again, it's that kind of green labradorite. I love it. I love the green labradorite. XJ11. One strand available. So we still have XJ9 available, which is the hand-carved shell. And we have the XJ11 so far still available, except, wait, let me go to junk. XJ9 has just sold. So XJ9 is sold. XJ11 is still available, though. XJ11 is still available. XJ12. You're going to love this one. Was $26, 20 bucks. These beautiful coin pearls. If these were in our online store, they would definitely be 26, 28, maybe even more. These are a lovely coin pearl, vintage pearls with a beautiful luster. Look at all the colors coming out in there, those pastel colors. Nice coins. Bringing that strand down to 20 bucks only. $20 only. This is a vintage strand of freshwater pearls, 16-inch strand, and these coins are about 10.8, 10.5, 10.9, so 10.5 to 11 millimeter coins. Look at that color. XJ12, one strand available, 20 bucks. If you're looking for nice pearls, you can't go wrong with these vintage pearls. We source and seek out only the best vintage pearls, and then we try to give you exceptionally good prices on them. And today is a sale day. These prices are only good for 24 hours if you're just tuning in. So the $20 price you're seeing now, only good for 24 hours because we can't keep selling these at that price. We'd go broke, right? Well, we wouldn't go broke, but we wouldn't make much of a living. Let's say that. All right. We've been mostly doing gem strands, but I have some other things too. So this was $24, bringing it down to 20. This is a mix of various African beads. You have some of these kind of the record, the vinyl beads in here. You have kind of the skunk eye in red. You have the Molly wedding beads or the drops. Various glass. And these are older. These are older. These are not new. You have these vertebrae. One or two. You have a few of these little snake vertebrae beads in a few different sizes. There's a smaller one here. Another small one there. So beautiful African beads. Got this tube bead. And older African. I like this one. The dots. Looks like a die almost. But XJ13, $20 for this little bundle. And again, these are old African. These are some of the more rare, a little bit more expensive African beads. So they were $24 for that lot. And we sold a number of these kind of lots at that price, but we'll give them to you for 20 bucks today. 20 bucks for that one. Did I say XJ12 has sold? Thank you so much. That's Strand of Pearls. I didn't think that would last very long. Thank you, thank you. Let me put these back in their bag. Oops, gotta put the paper in the bag too. This bowl will be going into the online store soon. If anyone's interested in that, I will be putting that in the online store soon. That's a bowl I made. Hopefully somebody likes it and give it a home. Okay, XJ14 was $8. Doing it for $6 only for you. This is vintage check glass and these beautiful shell beads. Beautiful shell check glass. This kind of lovely purpley gray color. These are vintage check. Was $8, now only $6. I've only got one strand. This is about an 8 to 9 inch strand. XJ14. Just a lovely strand, $6. One available. Doing any beachy stuff still? Grab one of those, or grab that one. Now, this one, XJ15. Can't give you a much better deal than this on these. These are some of these old African glass. It was $110. We're bringing it down to $98. This is the kind of thing we don't often do a sell on because we already priced them really, really well. But here we go. Old African. These are the kind of things that Andrew collects, these kind of beads. I'm really surprised he let these go at one point. I don't think he meant for them to ever be shown again if they didn't sell, and especially not for the price to have dropped. But there you go. You got one strand available. This is pretty much a 16-inch strand. Let's get big down here, but that's about a 16-inch strand of those beautiful, beautiful African glass beads. Old African glass. They've got such rich texture and colors. I love these. If this doesn't sell, I could see myself making some stuff with this, adding these into a bracelet here and there. If I would have had these during the our creative make-along, I would have definitely made some bracelets with these. These are beautiful, glowy beads. Marianne's drooling. I know. These are drool worthy. And at that price, under $100, we will never, probably ever offer these again under $100. It's just not, this is a special deal. XJ15, $98 instead of $110. And the $110 was a good price for those. Let me tell you. Where else are you going to find stuff like this mixed in with everything else, right? You can go to a place that specializes in that stuff, but we've got it mixed in for you. We've got it mixed in with everything else, right? Selling an $8 strand of checked glass, and then right up next is a $110 strand of beautiful old African glass. This strand, I think I should have just kept this one, but students of those bracelets you made during the make-along were awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of great feedback on that, and I really appreciate it. I really just used the stuff that we had in those loose bead cells. So if any of y'all got those loose bead cells, start making some bracelets, right? I appreciate that so much. Anna says those were beautiful. Yes, those African beads, beautiful. You know what else is beautiful? These pearls. These pearls. Hello, Susie. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining us. So these pearls are spectacular. I think they're so much fun. Our friend Cindy joined us over on Instagram. Thank you, Cindy, for joining us. Look at the color in these and how these hang from the top. These were $42 a strand. I brought them down to $36 for y'all tonight. Remember, this price is good for 24 hours only. We'll let you all watching and some of the people who do us in the replays take advantage of this, but then I can't sell these. I can't keep selling them at that price. So if anybody wants these for $36 for the strand, there's only one strand available. Vintage freshwater pearls. This is a 16-inch strand, and let me try and get you a size on these. These are approximately 6 millimeters by, they do vary a little bit in their length, by about 16 and a half. 6 by 16 and a half, and they're super thin again, less than 4 millimeters thick. Very thin, beautiful strand of pearls, and a very unique shape. This is that kind of shape you're not going to see everywhere. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. And I love the color you see. Look how brilliant that color is. You got those pastel pinks and greens and blues really coming out in those. XJ6, $36, one strand available. XJ16, I think I just said 6. XJ16, $36, one strand available. Still available, by the way. 13, let's see, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, all still available. They're getting a little higher priced, I understand. Cindy says, that's some high luster for those long rectangular pearls. Dang, yes, it is. They are, that's why they are originally $42. Brought them down to $36 for 24 hours only. And you want to see some more beautiful luster? That one fell off the strand. Why do you fall off the strand, Pearl? This is another 16-inch strand of pearls with stunning luster. These are just fun shapes. They've got some of these bulbous points on them. These are just fun. Like, I could see these being used in a bracelet here and there just to give, like, what is that? That's a pearl. That's what that is. Just to give some interesting texture to something. You know, sometimes you get tired of like the normal shapes and you need something a little weird, but especially if you're doing, that's the thing, especially if you're doing higher end things. And, you know, with higher end stuff, you're looking at really oftentimes very similar shapes and very specific cuts. And to be able to throw in some vintage freshwater pearls that are not only beautiful, but are oddly shaped can really, I think, help boost your design, right? You can really make your design a little bit extra. So these were $36 for the strand. I brought them down to $32. One strand available. Once that's gone, it's gone. No more after that of this wildly weird goodness. XJ18. I skipped 17, didn't I? I did skip 17. We'll go back and do 17. XJ17. Couldn't do much of a better price on these because, well, I think we imported these, and it's costly to import Czech glass. You can see these were $8 for the strand. These are skulls. They are plain yellow on one side, and then they have an AB finish on the other. I've got 2 strands available. XJ17, $7 a strand only. 2 strands available. Please, everyone, remember to like and share this broadcast. I only see one little heart somebody did today, so please hit the like, hit the thumbs up. I don't know if it counts thumbs ups on here for us. So there you go, XJ17. Skulls come in handy for Halloween. In yellow, which is a beautiful color, outside of the normal kind of Halloween colors sometimes. Marianne, I went up to 2. Thank you, Marianne. So it must accept thumbs ups because it worked. So I only see 2 people who gave us thumbs up out there, or loves or likes on Facebook. So please do it. Please. Don't make me beg. Michelle did mine before it started. Nice. You must be the other one. All right, next up, we've got some quartz beads. Some quartz beads. Beautiful, chunky goodness. And there's some beautiful color in here. It's almost like a hematoid quartz in some of these, it looks like to me. 10 likes on YouTube. Okay, then it's not giving me the YouTube likes because I'm only seeing 2. I think there's something wrong with our numbers today, but I will take, right now it says 21 people are watching. I'll take that, especially on a holiday. That's great. Susan says the dreaded pink is big for Halloween this year. Nice. Michelle says on the computer on YouTube it shows 1. Oh my goodness. See, I don't know what's happening. Don't know what's going on. Pink seems a wrong color for Halloween, says Norma. Dale shared. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So this is just a beautiful strand of some chunky quartz. And this one has sold already. XJ19 was $28. Dropped it down to $22. Great pricing on that, I think. Pat myself on the back sometimes. Someone else thought so too because we've sold that strand. So thank you so much. Yeah, pink for Halloween. I could see that though. It would go with the purple and the black and the pink. I like pink, so I'm okay with that. But I don't know. I think do your own thing, right? Marion says pink for Halloween. Big note. Big note. Okay, I've got 7 of these strands. These are just fun. I'm doing them at half price. They're $12 down to $6 a strand. These are these beautiful opalite coins. Beautiful opalite coins. And it says pink maybe because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Could be. That's what Susan said too. That could be, right? So these are, I'm not going to fool you. These are about 6 3/4 inch strands of these beautiful opalite coins. And they are about 19.5 millimeters and 3.5 millimeters thick. And they were $12 a strand, doing them for half price. $6 for y'all. I've got 7 of them available. Y'all want them? Grab them at that half price. It's a great deal. They're beautiful. You know, opalite's person made. It's not a natural stone, but they look like opals. The gemmy best part of the opal. And these are vintage strands. So they really did a really good job on these. You get a really good quality. These aren't just like some of the cheapy strands they pop out now. These really have good kind of opalescence to them. XJ20, want any of those? Like I said, I've got the strands. I've got 7 strands of those, if anyone's interested. I've sold one of them so far, so I've got 6 strands available at $6 each. That's a really good deal. Probably never see them at that price again. Not from us. Not from us. And since they're vintage, I don't know who else has them. All right. Okay, I told you I have some more. Are y'all interested in this brightly colored wonderfulness? Let me see. Where are my papers? There they are. So let's do these here. This is I ran out of time to finish all these, so we're going to finish them now. XJ21. Let's see. These would be normally $12, but let's not make them $12. Let's make them $8 a strand for you all. How about that? Now let me see how many of these particular ones I have. There are 2 different colors of these. So I have 2 of these available. Let me see where I can put this stuff. I have no room anywhere, everybody. So anyway, here these are. I have 2 of these available. XJ21. They were $12 a strand. This is a dyed fossil beads. I don't know what kind of fossil, but they're marked. They're vintage dyed fossil beads, and they are brightly colored. They are so much fun, and they're actually pretty light. They're pretty light. So this is a 16-inch strand in this beautiful kind of magenta deep berry color. 2 strands of those available. One more of the XJ20s is sold. Thank you so much. We still have 5 of those available. And we've got 2 of the XJ21s, if anyone's interested in these. Like I said, I grabbed these at the end. I don't think we've ever shown you these dyed fossil beads before, so I thought that would be fun. XJ21 is that one. I'm going to position these so that I can... XJ22, and they're the same size, so they're going to be the same price. And I've got 1, 2 of these as well. 2 of these. Susan says, I prefer a goth vibe or vintage vibe for Halloween. I can see that. I'm trying to get more into Halloween. These are, okay, so here were the other ones. These were 20. I don't know if, with this light if you can see can you see the difference with this light? These are more pink. So these are more of a deep berry red. These are more of a pink color. Let me see if I turn off this bright light. There, I think you can see the difference better in those 2 colors. So this is the redder one, that's XJ21, and this pinky one, XJ22. All right, and I know I didn't give you the sizes on these. So these are about 12.6 by 18.4, and these are faceted. You can see how they're faceted. XJ22. Where are you going to see such color like that? And $8 a strand. So I think that's a good deal for everybody. Hope y'all like those. Let's see, what do I have next? Ooh, that's a pretty color. XJ23. Again, this is a $12 strand. We're gonna make it 8 for y'all, and I've only got 1 of this color. So this is the big one. Again, but it's this beautiful purpley lapis-like, well, purpley blue, but more purple. It's definitely more purple, especially under this light. But it does that thing that lapis sometimes does too, where in certain lights, darker lights, it looks more blue. and sometimes it looks more purple. I don't know if you've noticed that with good lapis, kind of does that. And this kind of does that too. Under the bright light, it's definitely purple, but it could err toward the blue side of things too in other lights. Just a fun beads, fun to make earrings. Oh, excuse me. I could see making really fun, inexpensive earrings out of these for people who like bright colors. And you could get a lot of earrings. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 22. So 11 pairs of earrings. 11 pairs of earrings out of one strand at $8. I think that's a no-brainer. But so far, no one's bought any of these. So maybe y'all don't like this brightly colored dyed stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I thought you'd all love these. Okay, so this was XJ23. So XJ24. And these were 10. And we'll drop them down to 6. Go down to 6. You can't go below 6 on these. Coins in blue, dark blue, dark blue. And I say that because we've got light blue next. Light blue next. Susan says it's not that, just watching the old budget. I get it. We appreciate any business all the time. Even if it's sharing, sharing is caring. $6 for these. This is a 16-inch strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25 beads on that strand for $6. And these coins are 16.5 millimeters by 5.7. XJ24. And now since I'm doing this size and shape, let me show you the lighter ones next. XJ25. We'll do them at the same price. Remember, only 24 hours only, because I can't keep them at that price. Let's see here. Let's put these up here, on there. 25 is the lighter blue. So here was the darker, and here's the lighter. So this is 24, and this is 25. Look how beautiful they are together. Those would be fun. Fun earrings. Nice in a bracelet too. That could be a really pretty bracelet for someone, right? Put some gold in between there. I could see that. Look at this. Where are my gold spacers? Put some of these, either one of these, with some gold. In between. Check those out. Doing the XJ25. The dark ones are 24. These light ones are 25. And again, size on those, approximately 16.5 by about 5 millimeters. Marianne likes the blue one. Me too. I do like the blue ones. That was 25. XJ26. I've got one more of this shape. So that was what, $10 down to $6. And this time, this is the lighter red. If you're looking to color coordinate anything, this is the lighter red. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. Again, 25 beads. This is dyed fossil. I don't know what kind of fossils they are, but they're very light. And this is very regal, right? That blue and gold together. But this would be really pretty with gold too. I'm on a gold kick right now. Like, look how pretty that would be. And for $6, you can make a few bracelets out of that. If you didn't want to make earrings, make a few bracelets out of that. You can make at least 2, probably 3 bracelets if you stretch the beads with spacers. And for $6, sell those each for $10 a bracelet, stretch bracelet. $10 for a stretch bracelet anymore I don't think is much. We see them a lot of times at shows for $10. And so if you do shows, it's a good way to make your money back. XJ26. All right, let me get these sorted. 26, 27, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay. Okay. XJ27. Well, I didn't write that very well, did I? These are also going to be $12, and we're going to take them down to $8 for you all. Are these? Michelle says red, gold, black. Very regal, right? Susan said yes, very. I love these cubes. Beautiful blue. This is the lighter blue cube. I don't have it in the darker. I have it in the lighter. I think, yeah, this is the lighter. And I just have one of these. One of these available. And this is 16-inch strand. And 9.3 millimeters, so about 9 millimeter beads by, and these all vary a little bit, but by about 7.5. Those are fun. I think these are all fun. I just love the bright, brilliant, deep, saturated colors, right? Very saturated colors. Okay, XJ28. XJ28. And then again, these were 12. Bring them down to 8. And in this color, I do have 2. This is kind of a more pinky color. So we had the red before. This is XJ26. So this is XJ28. It's more of a pinky red. And I do have 2 of those. 2 of those available. It's a pinky purple red. I don't know. It's a really pretty color though. These are, like, I love the deep saturation in these. XJ28, 2 of those available, $8 a strand only, down from 12. Down from 12. Okay. Right, can I miss a number? How did I? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Huh. I actually have more than I thought. XJ29. And these ones, let me check on these. These ones, 10. And we'll bring them down to 6. 1, 2, I actually have 3 of these. XJ29. Come on. Papers are sticking together. Let go. Getting caught up in each other. Smaller cubes. XJ29. These are approximately 6mm cubes. XJ29, 16-inch strand, vintage dyed fossil beads. And 3 of those available, XJ29. And let's see, XJ30, same as this one, 10 down to 6. And I've got 2 strands of these available. 2 strands of these in the smaller blue cubes. Smaller blue cubes. And these should be around 6 as well. Yep, right around 6mm cubes, 16-inch strand. All right. Normally we do that, but I have one other one, so I'm just going to make one more. A little bonus, XJ31. No one has bought these so far, so my guess is no one's going to grab this one either, but we'll see. 10, make this 6. Maybe you're just waiting to see all the different colors. XJ31 are these little rondelles in this purpley color. This is probably the most purple of all of them tonight. Definitely on the purple side of things. And that's a 16-inch strand as well. And these are just about 4.3mm little saucers or rondelles. More like rondelles. All right, XJ31. And that's it for tonight, my friends. Thank you for hanging out. Let me flip the camera around. I told you this is my work for the day. This is what I'm doing for today. I don't want to do any more, but I will get those invoices out for you. XJ30 went. XJ30 went. So thank you so much. One of the XJ30s anyway. There was 2 of those. So still got 1 left. Still got 2 left. 1 left. There were 2 of those. So thank you for hanging out. We weren't sure if anyone was going to hang out with us because it's a holiday. You never know what y'all are up to, what you're doing, but we wanted to go live just in case. Sometimes the holidays can be hard on people. And, we don't just think of, we often think of like Christmas and Thanksgiving and those being hard holidays, but any holiday can be hard on people. So a lot of times we do these lives on days like that, on holidays, even if we don't have the store open or we're not normally open, just to kind of hang out with anybody who might need it and want some company and just want somebody to hang out with. So we're happy to do that, and we thank you for joining us tonight. And if you have any questions, please send us an email. And I'm going to go take a look at all these. Marion has to work tomorrow. I got to get back to work too. I got lots of shipping to do tomorrow and more lawn mowing to do. It's supposed to be nice and cooler, I think, tomorrow. So I'm kind of excited about that. I was trying to pull up my watch, what it's going to be like. I guess my watch doesn't tell me. There it is. Tomorrow is only going to be up to 71 degrees. So I think that's a good day maybe to try and do some yard work. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me. And I hope you had fun. I had fun hanging out with you. Thank you for making this a nice night. Anna says, yes, holidays can be rough. Yes, they can. And so we try and do our best. We try and, it's not, we did a selling show tonight. We also did chatting. It's not always about selling stuff. It's more about, being able to hang out and being there for people who need it. Because you're all part of the AG Mead fam. And if we can be there for you, we like to do that. So thanks again. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll be back here tomorrow with something else. We'll see how much work Andrew gets done maybe on his powder coating that he's working on here at the house, I think, tonight. I don't know how much he'll be able to get done. He's pretty worn out. He wears out quickly right now as he's getting better. But we'll see. Maybe you'll see some more pieces that he's created by tomorrow. Who knows? Anyway, thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night. Bye now.